So you can start now, Grace.
Okay, just let me turn off my notifications. Okay, so are we live right now, right? Okay, so welcome every audience. I'm so glad to be here. Glad to see so many of you here today. Winter is coming to town, everybody, and you know what that means. Holiday shopping season is here with Halloween, Christmas, Black Friday, and all the festivities coming up. Online shopping is a massive opportunity for every Shopify merchants. But let's be real, this year won't be easy. We are facing an economic downturn with that comes shift in customer behavior and purchasing priority. Many experts predict that holiday season 2024 will be highly competitive, intense, and undoubtedly focused on pricing and discount strategies. In fact, two-thirds of global customers say that price will be deciding factor in where they shop, up from 46% back in 2020. Meanwhile, less than one-third of shoppers now prioritize product quality over pricing. That's why, as Shopify merchants, we need to focus on smart advertising strategies that get our product in front of the right customer, along with great offer that make every purchase feel worth it. And that's exactly why we're here today. Is in this webinar, we will dive into how to boost holiday sale and optimize ROI by combining AI-powered ads with cross-channel marketing attributions insight. We're fortunate to have two talent leaders from Netscale and Enhancer joining us today, sharing their expertise and strategies with you. Let's welcome Mr. Derek, CEO of Netscale, who has helped over 150 e-commerce brands and agencies improve their ad strategies with accurate tracking and better understanding of their customer journey. Derek, how are you?
Yeah, I'm great.
Yeah,
Nice to meet you guys and have a chance to join in the sessions and share some experience about that.
Yeah, do you want to share with the audience more about yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. So uh, I'm Derek, and I'm CEO and co-founder of Netscale. I started Netscale more than 2 years ago. So for now, we are focusing on one of the very interesting markets right now, which is the attribution software. Can help the users to tracking centralized data into one place, and also have the site service tracking implement for the user. So today, hopefully, we can discuss about how the modern solutions right now can help you guys to improve the performance of marketing activities.
Yeah, cool. I can't wait to hear what you are going to share. And we still have one more very special speaker. Now let's welcome Mr. Ahmed Taib, the Chief Marketing Officer at Enhancer, who specializes in e-commerce marketing and use AI ad solution to attract quality customer and make the most ad spending. Good evening, Mr. Ahmed Taib. Thank you for joining us. Could you share more about your experience so the audience can get to know you better?
Hi, my name is Taib. I am the CMO at Enhancer AI Ads. We have been in the Shopify marketplace more than 2 years, and we have experiences with different sizes of e-commerce, from starting from small to bigger scale e-commerce like Lacoste. And we have been working with them for around 3 years. That's actually not 2 years. I will also explain all the AI ads features and how it helps the e-commerces in a bit. And for me, myself, I have been with Enhancer for around 7 years. So I have been here since the start of the whole process. And our app is fairly new.
Yes, great. Awesome. I'm sure we're going to have an insightful sections with two of our experts today. I'm Grace, your moderator, and let's get started right now. Mr. Type, uh,
Just yeah.
Mr.
So
Type,
have some technical problem. Yeah,
Sorry,
I
my
yeah,
will just
internet went out for a second.
okay. Can you hear? Can you hear me clearly right now? Right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, cool. Some experts predict that this year, retailers are facing the challenges of shorter shopping seasons, which has caused many merchants to feel concerned about preparing their sale activities during this time. Many of our merchants have shared they are looking for incorporate AI into their marketing effort. With your experience in marketing and AI development, how can AI help automate and optimize holiday ad campaigns?
Um, to be able to answer all those questions, I need to share my screen and show the presentation that we prepared. Is it okay if I share the screen?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
Uh, I
not yet.
didn't. I haven't
Okay, I see
seen.
now.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
It's on the screen right now.
So let me make it full screen and then I'll start. Okay. So it's full screen at the moment, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Okay.
Yes.
So welcome everyone. So already Grace mentioned that the holiday season is coming up, and as of today, only 45 days left for the Black Friday event. And this is one of the biggest season or time period for e-commerce, according to a survey for UK E-commerce Association. You can see 30% of the annual sale came from these holiday seasons, and some merchants are already planning for an increased inventory size, and 44% of the merchants are planning to run a discount or a promotion during this holiday season. So this is fairly important for all e-commerce, and I will discuss how this can be a bit challenging without like with conventional tools, let's say. First, I need to explain all the audience targeting options that Facebook ads provides. So for new user on the left side, you can see interest-based and lookalike audiences. So Facebook allows you to target new people that haven't visited your website yet, based on their interest. And if you have, let's say, 5,000 people coming to your website or 10,000 people coming to your website each month, what Facebook will do, it will create a lookalike audiences, let's say, of 100,000 or 200,000 people, which profile looks similar to the ones that come to your website. So these are the new user options. On the right, we have the remarketing options. So if a person comes to your website and views a product or adds something to their cart, these are the options that you can retarget these people in Facebook remarketing ads. To give an example, let's meet Jason. Jason is a collector who buys only quality artisan pieces of products. And if you want to reach that person, first you have, if this is a new user, you have to get that person into your lookalike or interest-based audiences. But what happens is, let's say you are Ceramic Doodle company. You have a daily budget of $100, and there are two competitors of yours, Truly Unique and AO. Their budget might be higher than yours, and if their budget is higher than yours, Facebook will allocate daily budget into each person that you want to reach as a person-based budget, let's say. And what happens is sorry, if their budget is higher, Facebook will prioritize their ads first, then come to your ad. Here's an example of what will happen in Facebook scenario or Facebook and Instagram scenario. AO and Truly Unique, these two companies' ads will be shown to Jason first. And then probably they have a higher spare budget, which will cause in higher impressions. So they will show AO ads once, truly unique ads second, and then again AO ads. And after, let's say, 3 or 4 iterations, your ad will be shown to Jason. But the problem here is Jason might have already made a decision, clicked on one of their ads and browsed through some of the products, and based on all those information, he might have already chosen what to buy. By the time your ad shows up, he might not be interested in those additional products anymore. So how do we tackle this situation if you have mid-size or lower budgets? That's what we're going to talk about. Now, if you zoom out a little bit, you will see not just one Jason, but millions of people that you might not be able to reach based on your budget. If you are on a holiday season advertising, the bigger fish or bigger companies might get the upper hand no matter what. That's just the reality of Facebook ads. And for the remarketing, let me explain the challenges or limitations of the typical audiences Facebook ads provides. For example, all website visitors. Imagine you have 100,000 people coming into your website each month. According to statistics, only 3% of them will actually convert. As a result, only 3,000 people will end up buying something from your website. All those 97,000 people will be shown your ads just for nothing. So you will be wasting your ad budget on a lot of people. And as a second case, if you have a smaller budget, you might not be able to reach all of these people, which might, like, let's say you have reached 50,000 people, but the other 50,000 might also have some people who will buy from you. So these are the limitations of all website visitors. Let's say you are only going to target product viewers, not the all website visitors. The limitation here is you can only use product viewers for the dynamic product ad campaign, in short DPA. The reason is Facebook will optimize which product they have seen and show the product from the catalog according to the ad budget. And then the second one is pricing and shipping effect of the product viewers and campaign. And the last option is add to cart. So add to cart is fairly small, really, really small. If you had 100,000 website visitors, the add to cart would probably be around 6,000 to 10,000 people, which might be pretty small for Facebook to optimize. As a result, your ad will always be in learning phase, learning category phase, which is not a good sign for any ad. And let's talk about the challenges for new user campaigns. If you're targeting using interest-based campaigns, so imagine you are going to sell t-shirt or shirt. The interest could be fashion, t-shirt, shirt, or let's say trendy clothing, but you don't know who are these people. You don't know like what the audience will consist of. As a result, there is a higher chance of just wasting your money there. And for lookalike audiences, you also again have no control over who these audiences will be. It can be good, it can be bad, but this is a completely blind guess for both of these audiences, let's say. Now, let me explain how AI ads and the AI technology works. So first, this is the app that is connected to your website, and your website is connected to Facebook using Pixel. What happens is AI learns from each website visitors that comes to your website, and then it kind of targets only those people based on their behavior. As a result, with just simple few clicks, you can launch the ad, and with the AI creatives that we provide, you can make your ad more attractive to those audiences. I'll give you some examples in a bit. By this point, do you have any questions? Do you want to ask anything?
For now, actually, I don't. I just really want
Okay.
to know to hear about the use case that you're coming in to explain.
Okay. So, as a timeline, since Black Friday is coming up, the October month is very important to launch traffic campaigns so that you can do all those retargeting or remarketing during the November and just before the Black Friday. The more people you reach during this October period, the more you will be having chances of selling using remarketing during November. So let's say you have your product catalogs. Some product catalogs, or let's say most product catalogs, are just bland images of their products. There is nothing that attractive over there. What this feature does is make takes those product creatives or product catalogs and product images, it changes them and generates new ad creatives automatically. As a result, this creative has a higher chance of, let's say, higher CTR. People might click these ads more than just the vanilla product images. And this is done automatically by the app. You can just choose which one to advertise. And the second feature is AI lookalike. So as I mentioned earlier, the normal lookalike in Facebook, random, let's say not say random, but you will be blind to the people you're getting in the audience. But AI lookalike, what it does is, let's say, let me come back to the first here. So you are ceramic judo. You want to reach some people that also came to truly unique website and AO as a higher chance of buying something. Our AI will also bring people from truly unique and AO if they are our customers, and you will be able to reach those people as well. So if this website had 500,000 website visitors, only let's say 50,000 are willing to buy something, and AO website has 100,000 people and 10,000 people are willing to buy something, you will be getting not 700 or 600,000 people, but 60,000 people who are like who have a higher chance of buying something from you. So that basically is the AI lookalike. And in our cases, we have seen more than 80% more sales based on the new user campaigns. And it's much more productive, let's say, in terms of budget allocations. And this is also, again, done automatically. You don't have to do anything. You just have to launch your campaign using the AI lookalike audiences the app provides. And lastly, we have AI remarketing. So this is one of the best features we have in the app. Uh, then again, let's come back to the example of 100,000 people coming to your website. Not everyone is going to buy something from you. Only 2 to 3% will buy something. What it does is it tracks people's behavior. Imagine a person coming to your website and clicking on a product, scrolling down, spending some time reading the comments, and then leaving, and then coming back again after 2 weeks or 1 week. Each of these interactions, each of this engagement is a behavior that the AI takes into account. And then it breaks down all those people into different segments. Let's say this particular example has 51 segments. You can see the color of the segment, 50 and 51. These people will not buy anything from you. So you will be wasting your money if you try to reach these people. As a result, our AI says, don't reach these people, only reach the top segments. If you go into segment one, you can see their behavior in detail. For example, there are 5,020 people in segment one, coming from mobile devices, viewed more than six products from running shoes category, and the price of visited product is less than $200. And lastly, they in last 20 days, they came again. So this behavior leads to more sales than the behavior in segment 50 and 51. Now imagine this behavior analysis for thousands of websites. That's how the AI works. As a result, as a result, probably you will be reaching, let's say, 10 to 50 or 20% of people coming to your website. You will be reaching those 3,000 sales in the end, but without reaching 100,000, just reaching 10,000 or 20,000 people. As a result, you will be saving a lot of money on Facebook budget, let's say. So to explain it in terms of Facebook KPI, so reach. If you have a very small reach number, it means you don't have enough budget to reach all of the people you're targeting. If your frequency is very high, that means you have over budget issues. That is being like after showing the whole audience once, it's coming back to show them the ad again. In this case, it's very hard to optimize each of these scenarios. This is also again done by AI automatically, so you don't have to worry about it. CPM cost. Based on the profile of the users you're trying to reach, CPM cost might increase a lot or decrease a lot. If you're trying to, let's say, reach fashion-based people in USA compared to, let's say, someplace in Europe, the CPM might fluctuate a lot. This again is also a targeting issue, not a creative issue or any other issue. Click-through rate. This is the percentage of people that clicking your ads so that the more people click, the more the chances of them buying something. Our ad creative greatly increases the CTR, as a result, the sales as well. Cost per click. So this is again based on CTR. So if a cost per click is very high, that means your cost per result for each campaign or each product sale will be much higher. Imagine if your product is valued $50 per product and your cost per click is 20. That means you are getting one person to see the product for $20, which might not be the optimal case for you. You have to reduce it as much as possible so that you can at the end sell the product and make a profit. So cost per click is again based on the audience you're targeting and the creative you are using to reach these people. Both of these will contribute greatly into cost per click calculations. Conversion is just plain and simple sales. The higher the conversion you have, the better. But if you have 100 conversions, but your cost per result, cost per conversion, and cost per click is very high, then in the end, you will be making no profit. This is where the ROAS calculations comes in. This is return on the ad spending. So this depends on higher the sale you make and lower amount of cost you are spending on the ads. This will greatly increase your ROAS and vice versa. So I'll give you an example of a success story using AI ads. Averlo is a t-shirt and like hoodie, let's say fashion brand. Before using AI ads, their cost per result, cost per sale was $220, which is really high compared to their like product prices. And their profit for each dollar was $3.5. So if they spend $1,000, they would gain probably $3,500. But after using AI ads, their cost per result was decreased to $130. You can see almost half the amount it used to be. And the ROAS increased to 6, meaning if they spend $1,000, they will be getting $6,000. This is the margin of, let's say, benefit we are trying to reach for each of our companies, each of our clients. If you have more questions and want to learn more about the AI ads and how it works and how it can benefit your brand or your product, you can scan this QR code and book a meeting with us, our team. They will be happy to help you and answer your questions. But for now, if you have any questions regarding this webinar and this presentation, please, I can answer them.
Yeah, so thank you so much for the great presentation. So for now, one of my questions will be when I see your slide, I see that you guys can collect the data across the website, right? So when you collect that, is that all the website have to use your solutions, or maybe the website will come from the external side?
Not external, they have to use our solution.
I see. So maybe that you guys can detect that the same websites, the same markets, the same industry, and
No.
analyze that.
So if X website comes to our website and Y website comes to our app, there will be, let's say, a pool of audiences in
Okay.
the middle that the AI can like redirect and understand what's happening and then target individual audiences for individual different campaigns for individual different companies. But that website has to use our application. Otherwise, we don't have the permission to use websites audiences that is not like that haven't agreed upon the privacy policy and use lots of different
Yeah,
documentation. Let's say.
I see. I see. And also, when I see the technology behind us, I assume that maybe the visits volumes of the websites should be like very high for you guys to collect the data and analyze that, right?
No, it doesn't have like let's say 10,000 would be the minimum threshold because
Okay.
AI needs data to learn. So if you're completely new, 500 or 600 people coming to your website, it will be
Yeah.
hard for the AI to understand and generalize and do the optimization. So I would say 10,000 is the minimum.
Yeah. Absolutely. So yeah.
Yes, thank you for sharing, Mr. Type. Now I want to going to ask Mr. Derek questions. Mr. Derek's marketing chart report 61% of marketers think accurate measurements of performance is the most important element of a multi-channel marketing strategy. You surely know this better than anyone else, right? But before we dive into it, I would like to ask you about multi-channel marketing first. Many business struggle because they only rely on ads, which can make them miss chain to reach more people or build strong customer relationship. So why is important to diversify marketing efforts?
Yeah. It's a great question. Actually, before I jumping into answer the question, really want to ask um Taif about when you guys work with client, maybe you always want clients and software merchants, of course, and e-commerce merchants to run advertising on multiple platform, right?
Yeah, so it just doesn't work on Facebook. It works on Google as well,
Yeah,
TikTok ads as well, any other ad platforms. Our native app is on Shopify, but that doesn't mean we only work with Shopify. Our
yeah,
developer team also takes, like, say, half an hour maximum to integrate our app to non-Shopify website. So if you have a e-commerce that is, let's say, on WooCommerce, on BigCommerce, or you have a custom website on your own, it also works there. It just needs additional 15 to 30 minutes of work from our developer team. So yeah, does that answer your question?
yeah, absolutely. So it's the very related to the content that I just want to share with you guys. So I will share the screen. I just give it a sec. Yeah, so you guys can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I will jump into the first the questions that's Greg just asked me about like how do the advertisers and also the merchants really need to diversify the marketing efforts. So the three main reasons here is that the first one would be the reduce the dependencies on on the single channel, because when you run advertising on just one platform and some days and maybe some weeks you wake up and you see that the result is not good anymore, and maybe you don't, and now is the time you don't have to back up, and that is why you have to find out the new channels. So that is why you have to prepare everything first before you have the troubles. the second one will be when you run advertising on multiple platforms, it's your chance to expand your audience reach. You can target on Facebook users and also on TikTok users at the same place. And sometimes maybe you already know that on TikTok and Facebook have the same type of audience, like the Gen Zs. Yeah. And also when you run advertising on multiple platforms and also with some marketing activities like SEOs, content marketing, and also email marketing is very important for e-coms. You will know more about customers, how they interact with your website, they interact with your brand on social channels, on Google search engine and email. And the final ones will be when you have multiple advertising platform and also the organic size, you have a chance to optimize that, the budget, the performance. Like when you, for example, like when you feel that one day TikTok is doing great and better than Facebook, maybe you want to put more your budget in TikTok instead of another platforms. So that is the last one. And I know that there are many other regions that you need to diversify your marketing efforts, but it's my top threes. Yeah. So Grace,
Yes. Okay.
so yeah, do you have any question about the first one?
Yeah, I can see your point here. However, I have a thing to want to ask you. Like most of Shopify store are SME right now, which can lead to their marketing team becoming overwhelmed a bit if they have to manage too many channels. It
Yeah.
can even be challenging for them to measure and centralize data across different channels accurately. So how can they identify which channel drive their most sale and allocate their budget more effectively?
Yeah, actually, at first I need some disclaimers about this topic. Like before you you sharing your budgets into another platforms, like you already running advertising on Facebook and you want to get some another platform to run, like maybe TikTok or Google, you need to make sure that Facebook is doing very great right now. And after that, when you come into the Facebook and TikTok, the points of the reasons here that you need in my opinion, you have to have the software to help you with that. So before I jump into the solutions, I will like list for you guys some top problems that if you run advertising on multi-channel marketing. So the first one will be the data fragmentation. Like when you run the advertising on multiple platform, the old way you need to centralize data that you have to export the data from the app platform, like Facebook, TikTok, Google, and you import that into the Excel, for example. And also the manual task. So it takes time. In the case you use some software here and the famous one and also free here. I know that the GA4 will help you to do that, but I know that GA4 now is very hard to set up and also to learn about how to use this correctly. And the fourth one will be when you run advertising on multiple platforms and you will feel that maybe some platform will over attribute to your results, so business results. And the last one will be the lack of visual insight. The lack of visual insights here, it will be maybe when you see the data only on Facebook Ads Manager, TikTok Ads Managers only, maybe you don't have the enough data, enough pictures to analyze and have the final decisions here. Yeah. So about the solutions, we not just in NetScale, we have the solutions that can help you with that. But for now, we know that this type of solution is very popular right now. So the solutions can help you to bring you the comprehensive dashboard on the table. You can integrate the software with Facebook, TikToks, and Google, and many other channels at the same time, and centralize everything yet in one dashboard. And you can see every matrix also the same to the original Ads Manager. And yeah, and with that, you don't have to switch the tab and easily can analyze everything and take the action directly yet in one place. The second one will be when you run advertising, you feel that maybe the interaction between the platforms of marketing platform will be like very complicated to analyze. So the customer journeys can help you with that. And you can see the interactions between the different platforms, like you run TikTok and Facebook at the same time, and you can see interaction between that, which is very interesting. The third one, I think, so on Facebook and TikTok, you don't have the creative analysis. When you run the advertising on multiple platforms, you know that you run many ads at the same time. So the creative analysis, which can help you to manage to analyze the creative in the most effective way, will also very suitable. And the next one will be the pixel and the attribution model. The key here is in the privacy world right now, like the post iOS update and also the cookieless world, you can feel that maybe the solutions related to the client side tracking always is not effective anymore. Maybe now on Facebook, you can only see the maximum attribution window, maybe 7 days, but you can have the solutions that can help you guys to see the longest windows, like up to 60 days, 90 days. And the technology behind that will be the site-savvy tracking. Yeah, and of course, the disadvantage of GA4 that you need to spend your time to set up and learn everything used correctly. But with our platform, you can do that very easily, just one time setup, and especially with the Shopify merchants, you just need to install and set up process. Onboarding process is very simple. Yeah, so that is the solutions and also some problems I want to bring into the table for the questions. Right? Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Derek. Before go to the next sections, I want to reply Miss Laura. The live event will be available for rewatch on LinkedIn immediately after it concludes. Our team will send you the slide and event material tomorrow. Thank for asking us. Back to Mr. Derek. I can see your point. It's essential to think, but it's essential to think about their bigger picture. Data-driven insight can play a significant role in shaping our overall strategy. With that in mind, how can data-driven insight fine-tune your holiday strategy and sustain post-holiday revenues?
Yeah, absolutely. So the keys insight you can get here is that when you have more data, you can have the data driven action. So let's take this as an example. So when you run advertising on Facebook and TikTok at the same time, and maybe just Facebook, for example, and you're feeling that one ad is not bring you enough result, but when you have the customer journey for you, like this one, just this one to coming back, and you can see that maybe TikToks can bring you the first click, but not the last one, the last touch that brings the conversion. So the chance here is that when you see this type of report, you can bring more data into your tables and make the decision based on that. And also with the site-specific tracking, you have more accurate data, and you can take the decision based on the accurate data instead of just something maybe inaccurate. Yeah. And also one thing as you really want to mention about is the improve the targetings and the remarketing campaigns that's coming to the enhancers solutions, because I know that when you guys have the AIs to bring in the good data and also collect everything for use, analyze for use, and use that directly, it's save times and also very fast to get the results, the final results. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you for Mr. Derek and Mr. Type for your sharing. I think we gain a lot of valuable knowledge and experience from both of you. But now I think that it's time to open the floor for any questions from participants. Here I can see Miss Laura have the question here. So let's check. I hire a marketing company who only run ads on Facebook Meta and email. We have not seen any increase in revenue since hiring them in the beginning of September. Is it normal? We have wanted to market with other platform but have no knowledge to do so. With the questions, uh, do you want to answer, Mr. Derek?
Yeah. So maybe I have some suggestions here. Uh,
Yeah.
so when you run advertising, one of the points you really need to have is that you have to need the results. You have to see the results immediately, not so fast, just one days and 2 days, but after maybe 1 week, you have to see that, because when you run advertising, that is called performance marketing. You have to see the result. So when you cannot see the results, maybe don't see the increase in the revenue, you have to work back to the agency you are already working with and figure out what is the problem here. And also um, also besides the advertising activity, you really need to audit everything related to your business, like the website is great enough, and also you have everything on the website, like privacy policies, the returns policies, to see its support for overall of your business.
Yeah, sure. Thank you for sharing, Mr. Derek. How about you, Mr. Tape? Do you want to share and have Laura solve her problem?
Okay. So I would also suggest a similar thing. The first one is since September, that means it's over a month, you should have seen some results. The first step would be checking if the payment process or the purchase process has any bug or any issues. If there is no problem with the payment process and your website is running perfectly, that means you have to go back to the ads and then see if the ads are reaching people. If they are reaching people and not selling anything, that means that's a target issue. And if you see a lot of people are like reaching your ad is reaching people but not getting any clicks, that means that's a creative issue. But in the end, first check the payment process and then check the ads. If you see there is problem with only ads, change the marketing agency. If there is a problem with the payment issue, talk to your developer team or whoever created the website. That would be my comment.
Yeah, thank you for sharing, Mr. Type. I can see Laura replies. She says that she's had done so, and they tell her is take time for AI to learn and perform. Thank you for answer both of you. I I'm waiting for one more questions from participants. Um, but if don't have any, I want to ask Mr. Tai questions. Yeah, so how can AI significantly enhance merchants' holiday strategies and drive post-holiday sale?
Okay, so if you're targeting the right audience, that's the first step. You are like 50% done. If you're not targeting the right audience, the chances of increasing the sale goes down drastically. And you also have to remember your competitors are not like sitting aside. They are also doing the same thing. If everyone tries to reach the same person, the bid for that person will go high and higher and higher. So you have to play smart. You have to target those perfect audiences for your brand, not perfect audiences for everyone. So if you do the perfect target audiencing for the traffic campaign this month, it will bring a lot of traffic, which you can retarget during the, let's say, just before Black Friday, 1 week or 2 weeks before Black Friday. That would be the perfect scenario. And that's the only tip I can say, that choose the target audience properly.
Yes, sure. Thank you for sharing. One more questions from Miss Chloe. What factor should I consider when choosing the right attributions window for my business? With these questions, Mr. Um, Mr. Derek, do you want to answer it?
Absolutely. Some factor you really should consider and also have have that in mind. The first one would be your business model. The key here is when you might I will take that for instance, you have two brands. One brand who's selling the clothes in like the man clothes, for example, and in this case the attribution window could be very very short, like they coming into the website and add some shirts to the cart and finally take a purchase, and just maybe your journey could be around um, 2 or 3 days. But in another case, you selling something like with high values products, maybe it's the furnitures, for example, and the attribution window could be long, because when they see your website and they see your product, they don't like immediately buy the product. They have to consider, they have to switch the tab, switch to more brands and see more brands in the market, and also have the chance to, in this time they don't have the intent to buy it, but they really like the product and they're coming into the future. That is why you have to really care about the business model. The second one will be the historical data, and sometimes you're feeling that like your advertising activities, especially on the Facebook and TikTok, for example, who brings awareness to website, and you running some Facebook campaigns for few months ago, and after like 2 or 3 months, you're feeling something's increased, even you don't running ad, for example. But that is the case you really need to consider about. That is the second factors. Yeah.
Yes, great. I hope that Miss Chloe can apply your sharing in her business to improve the performance of her company. So I'm still looking for another questions. Dear participant, if you have any question, please type in the comments. We will answer you. Maybe we can wait a minute. If have any more questions, we will answer it.
I also see Laura just comments that she have already fired news agency, so that is
Mhm.
great news. That's brings the results on the tables for
Yes. Yeah, I can see it too.
yeah.
Congratulations, Laura. I hope you can have the better performance with your new agency. Okay, I see here one more questions from Miss Linda. How does AI powered app automations differ from traditional automation technique? Okay, I know
Um,
this question is Mr. Type, you know it's better, right? So
yes.
Mr. Type, do you want to answer it?
Yeah, sure. So let me give you some steps of traditional, and then let me give you some steps for the AI powered. For traditional, first you have to create your custom audiences in Facebook, and then you have to create your own ad creatives. That might take time, or you can use your product catalog. But most people prefer to use custom ad creatives. And then you have to do a research on the interest and the like interest page if you want to go for new user. Uh, all of these have a lot of uncertainty issues. You don't know which one might work, which one might not work. If you want to test these things on an A/B test scale, that might take weeks. And for the AI powered, let's say we're talking for Shopify, you just install the app, the audience is ready, the AI creative is ready. You just launch the ad, just treat it like in 5 minutes you will be able to do it. Let's say you're not Shopify. What happens is you sign up to our platform. Our developer team does the integrations, and then again your audiences will be ready, your ad creatives will be ready. So you just launch the ads. So you can cut down a lot of time before launching the ad. That's one. And for after launching the ad, you have to constantly monitor your ads. Is the budget being optimized properly? Is the budget being spent on the right person? You have to go through the KPIs one by one all the time. But let's say AI, these optimization is done automatically. If one ad creative is not going to work, it will move on to the next one. If the audience is not um, performing to the standard, it will optimize the audience accordingly. So that's the thing. You can do it manually. It's not that you cannot do it, but it's very, let's say, really painful and really time consuming to do so. And it kind of makes things, let's say, baby steps in AI powered solutions. Does that, I hope that answers the question.
Yes, thank you for sharing. I hope Miss Linda can um, more understand about what is the difference between AI traditional and traditional automation technique and AI powered. Okay, I can see one more questions also relate about AI here. Do marketing platform are moving to internal AI integrations or third party only offering AI on their own tool? Yes, yeah. Mr. Type.
I, I have another question. What do you mean by third party offering? Can you elaborate the questions a little bit? Because generally, um, every platform wants their own internal AI process. Um, if you mean by the website themselves, it's not completely internal, not completely third party. It's something in the middle, let's say, these particular technology. But if you ask for bigger companies, let's say Lacoste or Adidas, they preferably would do it internally.
Yeah, maybe
So
yeah.
as these questions, maybe the explanations of this question will be, I think Muhammad want to know about it, like Facebook. TikToks and Googles implement AI into their like ads targeting activities.
Just like Helium 10, etc.
I can't talk about Helium 10 because I don't know that platform.
But definitely Facebook and tool like Facebook and TikTok, they have their own
AI
AI.
integrations as well. I think they do. They must do. They're big companies. Um, for the third party Helium, I cannot comment. Sorry for that.
Uh, I have heard about Helen Tens before. Uh, Hi Muhammad, do you mean that like does Helium Tens use AI to bring you the good like data in their platform? I know that Helium 10 will help you to see the data of analyzing products on Amazon instead of on e-commerce like Shopify.
For automations, he said.
Okay.
I see.
Yeah.
So I would comment it like all of those platforms, let's say Facebook,
Helium 10 or Google Ads, there is AI behind the door for audience. Let's say you want to use Facebook lookalike or Google similar segments. They do have AI algorithms for bringing those people into one segment. But automation, yes, it's third party. I don't think it's going to be internal.
Oh, he updates that. Yes, you are right. Is in for Amazon. I am just giving an example. That's true. Do you want to add more any informations about these questions, Mr. Type and
Oh,
Mr. Eric?
as I said,
yeah.
I don't think the AI automation is going to be internal. It's going to be third-party tools.
And also, yeah, Muhammad just got his answers. And if you have any additional questions, could be great. You can send us via um, emails after the webinars.
Yes, for sure. Right. Uh, if we don't have any more questions, I think it's time to close this webinar here. For my participant, if you have any questions, you can give it through email for us. So we once we see it, we will answer you as soon as possible. Okay, so right now I think it's time to close this webinar. Thank you all for attending today's webinar. We truly appreciate your time and participation. A special thank to our speaker, Mr. Type and Mr. Derek, for sharing such valuable and insight and strategy. We're looking forward to seeing both companies grow together, fostering a long-lasting partnership and continuing to deliver even greater value to our customer. Wishing you all the best in your holiday campaigns. Thank you once again, and we hope to see you in future event.
Yeah,
Thank you for
absolutely.
having me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
thank you so much. And see you guys again.
See you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you.